This winter could be the deadliest in American history. And if you're not ready by December, you might not make it to spring. And no, that's not an exaggeration. Behind the scenes, emergency planners in 23 states are quietly preparing for a catastrophic winter due to a dangerous mix of a full-blown La Niña, a destabilized polar vortex, and record-breaking ice storms that have already knocked out power to thousands in Texas and Oklahoma before Halloween even hit. In Minnesota, wind chills plunged to minus 50 degrees Fahrenheit, colder than the surface of Mars at night. And yet, a shocking National Weather Service report reveals that 70% of U.S. households are completely unprepared for even a 72-hour power outage. I don't make survival videos for hype, but after spending 2 weeks deep in NOAA's 2024 to 2025 winter outlook, FEMA prep guidelines, and real stories from Reddit, TikTok, and off-grid communities in Alaska, I've uncovered 13 life-saving items, each under $20, that are already flying off shelves across the country. From a $10 thermal blanket that reflects 90% of your body heat, to a compact power bank that can charge your phone when the grid fails, these aren't gimmicks, they're essential. One of them, item number 7, is already sold out in 32 states, and Amazon can't keep it in stock. In this video, I'll show you every single one, explain exactly why it matters based on the latest 2025 weather data, and reveal where to get them before winter hits. But before we start, drop a comment right now. Have you seen shortages, price hikes, or empty shelves near you? Hand warmers, batteries, bottled water, flashlights? Let me know where you're located, because what's happening in the Midwest today could be your reality next month. Now, let's get into the first survival essential you need to buy today before it's gone. Item 1. Thermal Mylar emergency blanket, under $10 for a 10-pack. These aren't just shiny party favors. This is space-age survival gear. NASA originally developed these lightweight blankets to protect astronauts from extreme temperatures in space. Now, you can buy a pack of 10 for less than the price of a burrito. That's less than $1 per blanket. Think about that. For the cost of a pack of gum, you could save your life. When the cold hits, your body starts losing heat fast. Especially if you're stuck in a car, stranded on a trail, or caught in a power outage with no heat. That's where this little sheet of magic comes in. It reflects up to 90% of your body's radiant heat right back to you. So even if it's minus 20 degrees Fahrenheit outside, you stay warm. Not kind of okay warm. We're talking life-preserving warm. Real story. In 2023, a family in Wisconsin got buried in snow during a surprise blizzard. Their car was stuck, no cell service, no help coming for hours. They wrapped themselves in one of these Mylar blankets. All 4 survived 18 hours in freezing temps. 1 blanket, 1 chance, 1 win. They're waterproof, windproof, and tear resistant. You can use them as ground cover, shelter wrap, or even signal for help. The reflective surface can be seen from miles away. Toss a few in your car, your backpack, your emergency kit, even your kid's winter coat. They weigh next to nothing. Fold up smaller than a granola bar, and right now people from Maine to Montana are grabbing these in bulk. Stores are seeing shortages. Online, some packs are already marked up 300%. But if you act fast, you can still get a 10-pack for under $10. This isn't just a blanket, it's insurance. Lightweight, silent, always ready. When everything else fails, this thin silver sheet might be the only thing standing between you and hypothermia. Item 2. Air-activated hand warmers, under $15 for 40 pairs. Imagine this, you're shoveling snow at 7 a.m. and your fingers go numb in under a minute. No power in the house, no gloves that really help. That's when you'll wish you had a pack of these tiny heat bombs in your pocket. These aren't electric, no charging, no batteries. Just tear open the package, shake them for a few seconds, and boom, instant warmth for up to 10 hours. They work using a simple chemical reaction. Iron powder inside reacts with oxygen in the air. It creates steady, safe heat. Not hot enough to burn, just perfect to keep your hands, feet, or even your face warm in brutal cold. People are using them everywhere. Teachers in upstate New York stash them in student backpacks. Delivery drivers keep them in their gloves. Hikers in Colorado swear by them on frozen trails. After the Texas ice storm of 2024, thousands used these to stay warm while waiting days for power to come back. A 40-pack costs less than $15 online. That's 37 cents per pair. You can tuck them into boots, coat pockets, or even your sleeping bag. Some people tape them to their phone batteries. Cold kills battery life fast, and a little warmth keeps your phone alive longer. Right now, they're flying off shelves. Walmart, Target, and Amazon have had rolling shortages since October. In states like Ohio and Michigan, some stores are limiting purchases to 2 packs per person. These aren't just for skiers or campers anymore. With winter turning unpredictable, these little warmers are becoming everyday essentials. And when the heat's out and your fingers are going stiff, One of these could be the difference between staying calm and calling for help. Item 3, battery heated socks, under $20. Cold feet mean a cold body. It's that simple. And when you're stuck in freezing weather, regular wool socks won't always cut it. That's where heated socks come in. And no, you don't have to be a tech geek or a winter athlete to need them. These look like normal thick socks, but inside are tiny carbon fiber wires that warm up when you turn them on. Powered by a small USB battery pack, the kind you already have for your phone, they heat up in seconds. Most models have 3 settings, low, medium, and I can feel my toes again. Imagine walking through snow, delivering mail, waiting for a bus, or just checking on your car. And your feet stay warm the whole time. No numbness, no shivering, just steady, reliable heat. One nurse in Minnesota told me she wears them during her 12-hour night shifts when the hospital's backup generator kicks in and the heat flickers. They saved my circulation, she said. They're machine washable, last for years, and the battery lasts 5 to 7 hours on a single charge. Some people even use them during power outages while sleeping. Pair them with a Mylar blanket, and you've got a personal heating system for under $30. Right now, sales are spiking. Amazon's top-selling pair is already on backorder in 18 states. TikTok videos showing people using them during blackouts have millions of views. At under $20, they're not a luxury. They're a tool. And when your toes start going numb in a house with no heat, you'll wish you had them. Not next week, tonight. Item 4. Wool beanie plus neck gaiter combo, under $18. You've heard wear a hat in winter your whole life. But here's what no one tells you. You lose more heat through your neck and head than almost anywhere else. And if you're only wearing a hat, you're leaving a giant heat gap wide open. That's where the wool beanie and neck gaiter combo comes in. This simple duo is quietly becoming one of the most important survival layers for the 2025 winter. Wool, real wool, not synthetic, traps heat even when wet. It breathes, it resists odor, and it keeps working in extreme cold. A good wool beanie seals your head, but the real hero, the neck gaiter. It's a tube of thick fabric that wraps snugly around your neck, chin, and even your face if needed. In blizzard conditions, it blocks freezing wind from hitting your throat, a major trigger for rapid body heat loss. After the deadly ice storm in Oklahoma last December, first responders reported that survivors stuck in cars for hours all had one thing in common. They were wearing heavy neck coverings. One man said his gaiter was the only thing keeping me from panicking during a 10-hour wait for rescue. This combo costs under $18 on Amazon and outdoor stores. You can wear it under a hood, over a mask, or with nothing else. It works whether you're shoveling snow, walking the dog, or sitting in a freezing house during a blackout. And right now, sales are surging. Search interest for thermal neck gaiter is up 280% since September 2024, according to Google Trends. Outdoor brands are struggling to keep up with demand. It's not flashy. It won't charge your phone or melt snow. But when wind chill drops below zero and your breath turns to ice, this simple pair could be the reason you stay warm, calm, and safe, while others are rushing to the ER with early signs of hypothermia. Item 5. Solar-powered power bank, under $20. When the power goes out, your phone is your lifeline. GPS, emergency calls, weather alerts. But most people don't realize how fast a phone dies in the cold, sometimes in under an hour. That's where a solar-powered power bank changes everything. And no, you don't need to spend $100. The right one costs under $20. This small brick charges during the day from sunlight or a wall outlet and stores enough power to recharge your phone 2 or 3 times. Some models have built-in flashlights, SOS signals, and even radio functions. But the real magic? It works when the grid doesn't. In the Texas ice storm of January 2025, thousands lost power for days. Temperatures stayed below freezing, gas stations closed, roads were blocked, but people who had solar power banks were able to call for help, check road conditions, and keep their kids calm with short bursts of video or music. One woman in Dallas used hers to power a small heater for her baby's room, just enough to keep the temperature above freezing. These units last for years. They charge slowly in sunlight, about 6 to 8 hours, but you can top them off before a storm hits. Keep one in your car, one by your bed, and one in your emergency bag. Right now, demand is exploding. Amazon's best-selling solar power bank has sold out twice since October. On Reddit, users in Michigan and Maine are trading tips on how to charge them through Windows during short daylight hours. In a world where being offline can mean being helpless, this tiny device gives you control. It's not just a charger, it's peace of mind, powered by the sun, ready when everything else fails. Item 6. Rechargeable headlamp, under $18. When the lights go out, fumbling with a flashlight is the last thing you want to do, and especially if you're trying to fix a furnace, dig your car out, or check on a child in the dark. That's why a rechargeable headlamp is not just useful, it's essential. And at under $18, it's one of the smartest $20 you'll spend all winter. This isn't the clunky headlamp from your camping days. Today's models are lightweight, upright, and USB rechargeable. Just plug it into any power bank, laptop, or wall charger. Most have multiple brightness settings and can shine up to 100 feet ahead. Hands-free light means you can shovel, wire a fuse box, or boil water without dropping your only source of light. In upstate New York last winter, a woman used her headlamp to safely restart her generator during a blackout. No tripping over cords or holding a phone with her teeth. In Ohio, a dad kept his family calm during a 36-hour outage by letting the kids wear headlamps like night adventure gear. It turned fear into fun, but beyond comfort, it's about safety. Darkness increases the risk of falls, cuts, and accidents, especially for older adults. A headlamp keeps your path lit and your hands free. Some models are even water resistant, so snow or freezing rain won't kill the beam. Sales are spiking. Search interest for emergency headlamp has jumped over 200% since November 2024. Stores are reporting shortages and preppers are buying in bulk. You don't need a storm to justify this, just one night in the dark will. When the house is silent, cold, and pitch black, that little beam on your forehead might be the only thing standing between chaos and control. Item 7, USB flashlight keychain, under $12 for a 3-pack. Imagine waking up in total darkness, no power, no phone battery, you need light, fast, but you can't find your flashlight. It's buried somewhere in a drawer. That's exactly why the USB flashlight keychain is a game changer, and at under $12 for a pack of 3, it's basically free insurance against the dark. This tiny light clips right onto your keys, backpack, or belt loop. It's smaller than a thumb drive, weighs nothing, and shines a bright, focused beam when you need it. No batteries to replace, so just plug it into any USB port to recharge, wall outlet, power bank, car charger, even your laptop, fully charged in under 2 hours. People are using these everywhere. Teachers in Colorado keep one on their school bag for early morning arrivals. Delivery drivers clip them to their uniforms. Parents in Michigan stash them in kids' winter coats. During the recent Midwest blackouts, dozens reported using these to safely navigate icy sidewalks, check circuit breakers, or walk pets after sunset. What makes it so powerful isn't brightness, it's accessibility. You're never without your keys. So if the lights go out while you're cooking, walking, or checking the garage, you already have light in your hand. No searching, no panic. Right now, Amazon's top-rated USB keychain light is sold out in multiple colors. TikTok videos showing what's on my keychain have gone viral, with this little light appearing in over 50,000 survival-style videos. It won't heat your home or power your phone, but it will keep you from falling down the stairs in the dark. And when winter nights are longer, colder, and more dangerous, that small beam of light might be the difference between a close call and a real emergency. Item 8, compact car jump starter, under $20 on sale. Your car won't start. The temperature is minus 15 degrees Fahrenheit with wind chill. Snow is piling up. You're late for work, stuck in your driveway. Or worse, stranded on the side of the highway. This isn't just inconvenient, it's dangerous. And the culprit? A dead battery. Cold weather can reduce a car battery's power by up to 60%. In winter 2025, with extreme cold hitting earlier and lasting longer, millions are facing this exact scenario. And many aren't prepared. That's where a compact car jump starter comes in. And no, you don't need a bulky jumper cable setup or to wait for a stranger to help. This device, about the size of a protein bar, fits in your glove box, charges via USB, and can jumpstart your car in under a minute. At under $20 during frequent Amazon and Walmart sales, it's cheaper than a single emergency tow. Inside, it packs a powerful lithium battery that delivers enough surge to crank even V6 engines. Most models come with bright LED lights, USB ports to charge your phone, and safety features that prevent sparks or reverse polarity. One woman in Wisconsin used hers to start her SUV during a blizzard after her battery died. No help for miles, 0 cell service. It saved me from spending the night in my car, she said. Beyond jump-starting, it doubles as a power bank. In prolonged outages, people are using these to run small devices, power emergency lights, or keep radios on. Some even plug in heated vests for short bursts to stay warm while waiting for help. Right now, demand is through the roof. Google Trends shows searches for mini jump starter under $20 have spiked 310% since October 2024. Stores are restocking weekly, and many are limiting purchases. Prepper communities are calling it the most underrated winter essential because when your car won't start in freezing temps, you're not just late, you're at risk. This isn't just for old cars or rural drivers. Even newer vehicles with advanced electronics are vulnerable in extreme cold. With one of these in your car, you're not just prepared, you're in control. And when winter hits hard, that little red box might be the reason you make it home safely. Item 9. Water purification straw, under $20. You turn on the faucet, nothing, or worse, all brown, cloudy water trickles out. That's what happened to thousands across the Midwest and South during the back-to-back ice storms of early 2025. Frozen pipes burst, water mains cracked, boil advisories spread across 15 states. Suddenly, something you've always taken for granted, clean drinking water, is gone. And here's the scary truth. You can survive days without food, but only about 3 days without water. So, what do you do when your tap is dead and the store shelves are empty? That's where the water purification straw comes in, a lightweight, no-fuss tool that turns dirty water into something safe to drink. This little device, about the size of a thick marker, filters out 99.9999% of bacteria like E. coli, Salmonella, and Giardia, plus 99.9% of protozoa like Cryptosporidium, all with a single sip. You simply suck water from a puddle, stream, or even a melted snow bucket, and the internal microfilter traps the nastiest stuff. No pumping, no chemicals, no waiting. After the Texas freeze of January 2025, when entire neighborhoods lost running water for over a week, families used these straws to safely drink from backyard rain barrels and melted snow. One dad in Dallas said, "I didn't want my kids drinking from a bowl like dogs, but this straw made it feel safe." It's not just for outdoor survival. This is urban emergency gear now. With aging infrastructure and extreme weather becoming the norm, water failures are no longer rare. In fact, the American Society of Civil Engineers just gave U.S. drinking water systems a D+ grade, meaning millions are at risk of contamination during winter disasters. At under $20, it's cheaper than a gallon of bottled water in a crisis, and unlike bottled water, you don't need storage space or to worry about expiration. Just keep it in your emergency kit, car, or bug-out bag. Right now, sales are surging. Amazon's top-rated model has sold out 3 times since December. Preppers aren't the only ones buying. Teachers, nurses, and suburban parents are stocking up too. When the pipes freeze and the stores run dry, this tiny straw could be the only thing standing between you and dehydration. It won't fix the system, but it might keep you alive long enough to see it repaired. Item 10. Emergency food bars. Under $15 for 12. You've got water, you've got heat, but what happens when the pantry runs out? Stores are closed, roads are blocked, delivery apps are down. That's when hunger sets in fast. And in freezing weather, your body burns calories just trying to stay warm. Without food, your energy crashes, your focus fades, and your risk of cold-related injuries skyrockets. That's where emergency food bars come in, not as a snack, but as a lifeline. These aren't granola bars or protein treats. These are military-grade, long shelf-life rations designed to keep you fed when nothing else is available. A single bar packs around 300 to 400 calories of dense, compact nutrition, carbs, protein, and fats, engineered to sustain energy for hours. And a 12-pack, which costs under $15, provides 3 full days of emergency calories for one person. After the historic ice storm in Arkansas last January, where some families were stranded for over 5 days, local responders handed out these bars door to door. One woman said she lived on 2 a day, melting snow for water until crews cleared the roads. They weren't tasty, she admitted, but I never felt weak. I stayed sharp. What makes them ideal for winter? They don't need cooking, refrigeration, or water to prepare. They won't freeze solid like canned goods, and they last up to 5 years in storage. No rot, no spoilage, no bugs. Toss a pack in your basement, car, office desk, or go bag, and forget about it until you need it. Right now, demand is exploding. Google Trends shows searches for cheap emergency food bars have surged 260% since November 2024. Reddit threads from preppers to college students are filled with people sharing how they use them during power outages, snowstorms, or even long commutes when roads close unexpectedly. And unlike bulk freeze-dried meals that cost $100 plus, these are accessible. At just over $1 per meal, they're the most cost-effective insurance against hunger. You don't need to be in the wilderness to need one. A blizzard can trap you at home just as easily as a mountain storm. When the power's out, the cold is biting and the fridge is warming up. Having even one of these bars could be the difference between holding on and breaking down. Item 11. N95 masks under $10 for 20. You might think masks are just for flu season or dusty construction zones. But in this winter of 2025, N95s are becoming a critical part of cold weather survival, and not for the reason you'd expect. It's not just about viruses, it's about air quality in freezing, sealed-up homes and snow-choked environments. When winter hits hard, people seal their windows, crank the heat, and trap everything inside, including mold, dust, pet dander, and dangerous fumes from portable heaters or wood-burning stoves. In homes without proper ventilation, carbon monoxide and fine particulate matter can build up fast. Add in blowing snow that carries dirt, road salt, and pollutants, and suddenly just breathing outside can become a risk. That's where the N95 mask steps in. Unlike cloth or surgical masks, a real N95 filters out 95% of airborne particles, including fine dust, smoke, mold spores, and even wildfire ash that's been carried by winter winds from distant blazes. In December 2024, a massive storm in the Great Plains kicked up so much dry snow and debris that health officials in Nebraska issued air quality warnings and recommended N95s for anyone going outside. But the real game changer? Using them indoors during power outages. When people turn to kerosene heaters, fireplaces, or gas stoves for warmth, indoor air pollution spikes. One family in upstate New York reported headaches and dizziness during a blackout until they started wearing N95s while indoors. It didn't fix the source, but it bought them time until help arrived. At under $10 for a pack of 20, these masks are one of the cheapest safeguards you can own. Keep a few in your winter coat, your car, your emergency kit. They're lightweight, don't expire, and take up no space. Right now, sales are quietly rising. Pharmacies in Minnesota and Maine are seeing early stockouts. On TikTok, videos showing what I keep in my winter car kit increasingly include N95s, not for germs, but for survival in dirty, dangerous air. You don't think about breathing until it hurts. In a winter full of storms, blackouts, and sealed-up homes, an N95 might be the only thing keeping your lungs safe. One breath at a time. Item 12, foldable snow shovel, under $20. You wake up to 2 feet of snow. The driveway's buried, the sidewalk's gone. Your car is a frozen lump under a white mountain. You grab your old shovel, bulky, heavy, rusted at the handle, only to realize it's cracked from last winter's use. Now what? You're stranded, late for work, or worse, unable to get out in an emergency. This isn't just an inconvenience, it's a safety hazard. And with snowfall records being shattered across the Midwest and Northeast in early 2025, millions are learning this the hard way. That's where the foldable snow shovel comes in. A compact, durable, game-changing tool that stores in your trunk, under your seat, or even in a closet, and unfolds into a full-sized, high-strength digger when you need it most. And yes, you can get one for under $20. Made from tough aluminum or reinforced polymer, these shovels are built to handle wet, heavy snow, the kind that weighs more than concrete. The ergonomic handle reduces back strain, and the curved blade makes scooping effortless. When you're done, it folds down to the size of a tablet and clips neatly into a small pouch. No more bulky storage, no more broken handles left in the snowbank. In Buffalo, New York, where a single storm dumped over 6 feet of snow in January 2025, residents who had foldable shovels in their cars were able to clear exits fast, while others waited hours for plows that couldn't reach them. One delivery driver said he carries 2, one for my truck, one for my front steps. Saved me 3 sick days already. But it's not just for driveways. These shovels are being used to clear fire hydrants, rescue pets from snowdrifts, and even dig emergency access to doors blocked by drifts. In rural areas, where plows can take days to arrive, they're becoming standard gear. Right now, Amazon and Walmart are struggling to keep them in stock. Search interest for Compact Snow Shovel 2025 has jumped over 240% in the past 2 months. And unlike big snow blowers that cost hundreds and can break down, this tool is simple, reliable, and always ready. Winter doesn't care if you're prepared. But with a foldable shovel in your car, you're not at the mercy of the storm. You've got the power to dig your way out. Fast, easy, and without wrecking your back. And when minutes matter, that could be the difference between getting through it and getting buried by it. Item 13, mini multi-tool, under $18. When everything goes wrong at once, the power's out, snow is piling up, your car won't start, and your furnace makes a scary noise. You don't want to be calling for help, you want to fix it. And that's where the mini multi-tool comes in. Small enough to fit on your keychain, this little gadget packs a punch with 8 to 12 built-in tools. Pliers, wire cutters, screwdrivers, a knife, bottle opener, even a saw, all folded into a body smaller than a credit card. And for under $18, it might be the most versatile survival tool you'll ever own. Think it's just for camping? Think again. In freezing weather, things break fast. Wires snap, pipes leak, batteries die, car belts fray. And when you're dealing with a frozen hose, a jammed snowblower, or a flickering electrical connection, you need more than duct tape. You need real tools. Fast. One homeowner in Minnesota used the pliers on his multi-tool to temporarily fix a broken furnace fan belt during a minus 30 degrees Fahrenheit night. It wasn't a permanent fix, but it bought him 12 hours of heat until a technician could come. A mom in Ohio used the screwdriver to open her kid's electronic thermometer when the battery died during a flu outbreak. A delivery driver in Colorado cut a frozen seatbelt with the knife after it iced over and jammed. What makes it perfect for winter? It's always with you. No digging through a toolbox in the dark, no lugging heavy gear, just clip it to your keys, your backpack, or your coat zipper, and it's there when disaster strikes. Right now, sales are surging. Amazon's top-rated mini multi-tool has sold over 200,000 units in the last 90 days alone. On Reddit, users in winter-heavy states are calling it the most underrated EDC, everyday carry item, essential not just for preppers, but for anyone who wants control when systems fail. It won't heat your home or melt snow, but it will help you repair, adjust, cut, tighten, or open almost anything standing between you and safety. In a winter full of breakdowns, blackouts, and surprises, having this tiny hero in your pocket means you're never completely helpless, because when the storm hits and things start failing, it's not about having every tool in the shop. It's about having the right one when you need it most. Let's take a second and picture this. Before, the power's out, it's 4 a.m., your phone is dead, the house is dropping below 50 degrees Fahrenheit, you're shivering under every blanket you own, your breath fogging in the dark, you can't call for help, you don't know when the heat will come back, you're one broken pipe or frozen battery away from disaster. Now, after, you're wrapped in a Mylar blanket, holding a hand warmer like it's gold. Your headlamp cuts through the dark. Your phone is charged thanks to a solar power bank. You've sipped clean water from a melted snow puddle using your straw. You ate a food bar, stayed warm with heated socks, and used your multi-tool to fix a jammed furnace vent. You're not just surviving, you're calm. You're in control. While everyone else is panicking, you're the one your neighbor knocks on the door to ask, "Do you have an extra one of those?" That's the power of being ready, not with a $1,000 kit, but with 13 simple items under $20. And the best part? You don't have to buy them all today. Just start with one, then add another. Small steps, big protection. Because winter isn't waiting, and neither should you. This winter is shaping up to be unlike anything most of us have seen, with La Niña fueling extreme cold, ice storms shutting down cities, and power grids pushed to the breaking point. Experts are warning of prolonged outages, supply shortages, and dangerous conditions arriving earlier than expected. But here's the truth. You don't need to be a prepper to survive it. You just need to be prepared. We went over 13 survival items, each under $20, that are already making a difference for real people across the U.S. From thermal blankets that trap your body heat, to solar chargers keeping phones alive, to water straws turning snow into safe drinking water, these aren't gimmicks. They're practical, proven, and available right now. If this video helped you realize just one thing you're missing, smash that like button. It tells YouTube this content matters. Drop a comment below. What's the first item you're grabbing? Have you already faced a winter blackout? Let us know where you're watching from. Your story could help someone else stay safe. And if you want more life-saving, no-nonsense tips like this, hit subscribe and turn on the bell. Because this isn't the only crisis coming in 2025. Winter is here. It's unpredictable, it's dangerous, but with the right gear and the right mindset, you're not powerless. Stay warm, stay ready, and I'll see you in the next one.